Hey guys, good afternoon. Nice to see you. It's actually a little more than afternoon for us. I want to say it's like 4, I don't even know. 4:42, the oven says. And I'm working on dinner. I was kind of freaking out earlier because I couldn't figure out what to make, and it was just frustrating. And I know, like, if you're a mom or you've been there, you know that, like, it's like even if you have food in your house, like if you don't have a set plan, it's like, what are we gonna make? What are we gonna make? Like, if you haven't made that plan for the day, it's just frustrating. So, and if that's not you, then definitely go hug your mom and appreciate her, because it's a really stressful thing. It's silly, but it's super stressful. So I think I'm gonna make this thing called cornflake chicken. So I'm gonna bread the chicken with cornflakes, which sounds crazy and weird, but it's something my grandmother used to do, and it's kind of like a family favorite, and I just love it. It brings me back to my childhood. You know those things you bite into and it's like, oh, back to a certain day or a certain experience, and that's what this does for me. So, and then I'm gonna make some like cheesy corn with it and some rice that Anthony likes. He is a huge fan of chicken rice. Like any kind of chicken rice, he's a huge fan. So it's not gonna look too colorful on our plates, but it will fill us up, and that's all that we need to worry about. Alright guys, I'm gonna go put on some makeup and I'll be right back. I put on half my makeup. Have you ever done that where you just can only put on a little bit and then you have to kind of let it dry? Because I have terrible rosacea, I kind of put on this like redness reducer, and then I usually put like foundation on, and then I just thought that my face looked was kind of sticky, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go do dinner. So I came out here to go do dinner, so I'm making the cornflake chicken. Let me show you. This is the recipe. This is actually my grandmother's writing. Isn't that cool? She gave me this box with a bunch of recipes, and I've added on to it and things like that, but it's you know, a bunch of recipes that she wrote out before she died, quite a few years before she passed away. But this is her recipe, and so now it is cooking. And I'll show you guys. So it's sizzling in there, cooking up a storm. I usually cut up a chicken breast, but this was like tenderloins, so, or tender, like chicken tenders. I don't know what they're called, but you know what I mean. Look who it is, Baba Bird.
Who?
As soon as he walked in, I said, I need you to take out the trash. He thinks he's hilarious. Look at him.
I'm funny in my own mind.
You do think you're funny in your own mind.
I'm a riot, man.
I think we drink too much soda. Look at that. Those are all empty.
The crazies in my head are rolling laughing.
Oh my goodness. Anthony. That is not funny. Tell me you're watching.
So, for those of you that know, the movie Major Payne, it has, I think,
I don't know his name.
Marlon Wayans?
Maybe.
Damon Wayans. I don't know. One of the Wayans brothers. But he plays a Marine drill instructor, officer person. He's like this colonel, or like lieutenant colonel in the Marine Corps. Like this hardcore guy, like shows no emotion, like all this stuff. Well, he gets reassigned to teach a junior ROTC program at a Virginia military academy. And there's a scene where he's telling the youngest kid, who's like 6, he's trying to tell him a bedtime story, because the girl, like I don't know what she's called or referred to as in the movie, but she's telling this guy, you know, Major Payne, that he needs to be more compassionate towards these kids because they're just kids. And the whole time, you know, he's treating them like they're Marines. But anyway, so this kid's saying that he's afraid of the dark or whatever. So he sits down to tell him a bedtime story, and he's telling him one of his old war stories like from when he was in like Vietnam or the Bosnian, you know, whatever. And it's just hilarious because he's describing it in like this grave detail of how you would talk to an adult, and he's talking to this 6-year-old kid, and
he's over here cracking up, and the guy's in the background going like, "I lost my legs, I have nubs," like, and he's just cracking up.
Well,
and I'm
it's
like,
funny.
this is wrong.
It's funny because it's like the thing says like when veterans tell bedtime stories, it's like this dark, you know, war story to this little kid, and it's funny to me because I've been there, not like telling Ryan, you know, bedtime stories of my old war stories or anything, but it's just like I know people like this that like would tell their kids these war stories. And it's super funny to me, anyways.
Now you're subjecting our child to it.
He came over like the last 30 seconds of it.
Oh my
Not even
goodness.
that. He saw like the last 5 seconds. The first thing he said was, "What in the world?"
Ryan, is Dad crazy?
We've already established this.
We love him anyway.
You knew I was
Ryan's like,
crazy.
I'm leaving. That's it. Stop giving me a hard time about drinking Diet Coke.
We just got that 24-pack of Diet Coke 3 days ago, and it's almost gone.
No. 3 days? No. You know I'm a Diet Cokeaholic. You know this. See? Dinner is beeping. I gotta go. This is my plate. Chicken, rice, corn. Actually, Anthony's isn't cut up. It's probably the best. Let me see your plate. Ooh. You like it, Ryan? We have this all the time. Are you excited? All right, guys. We're gonna go eat. So excited over here. Oh, try to stay awake with us forever. All right, let's pray.